Hello guys and welcome back. We're back with Fortress again. So what we're going to do today is we're going to finish off getting this hillside done, and then we can move on to bigger and better things like the corners. But yeah, so what we'll do is we'll crack on with this. So we're going to import that long hill structure thing that we had. What did we call it? Yeah, that was that one. Then we'll have to flip it around a little bit, or rotate it at least. We need to see, oh, it needs to go twice. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing again, we'll just plonk it down and then we'll use nudge. Oh, didn't work. Oh, because it's doing that. Oh, 1 second. No. No. Don't be getting silly. Move out a bit. Okay. Import. Long hill. Structured. Flip it around. I'll rotate it. Pretty sure that's the right way. Here it is. Just plonk it down there, and then we'll just play around it. Okay, so we'll nudge it in this direction. Actually, should we do it from the front? We should do it from the front door. So we can actually see where it needs to be. So we'll nudge it up. Bump. Make sure it's level. I don't think I'll ever get a driver's license in MCEdit. Okay, this is there. Okay, and I'm just gonna push it across this way. We're going to just leave this corner here. We're going to sort that corner out, but we're going to have to do that by hand. We'll probably end up using some trickery to get it to work where we want to. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, it should be like that, I think. Because that gives us some room to work with, so we'll just go one more up. Oh no, actually, that'll do. Yeah, so zoom across to this end. I'll load in again. Come wall. Just so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so this is the area we need to be in. Just give it a sec to load again. Right, so we're going to import it here. So import, and then we're going to knock off the end and cut the end off. Simple enough to do, he says. Famous last words. Okay, so we're going to deselect the whole thing. And what we're going to do, zoom out a little bit, grab this bottom corner here, move it up that way, and across that way. Should we take the whole thing off actually? Or it was a good job actually that we made it longer, and I think we will need to on the front side. The front side's a fair bit longer. I think it's going to be as long as actually that we made it, but it doesn't really matter. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so go on to the side. Use this side as a frame of reference. Push it in. And that should be the whole. God, this loading in chunks is just killing me. See inside it maybe? Oh, there we go, finally. Right, so it needs to come back a little bit more. There we go. just double check from this angle that that's what we want to take off. Probably a little bit more actually. Oh, yeah, that should do it. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so what we'll do with that then is we will cut that part off. Yep, so we'll cut it off and just a simple cut. What we can do is we can get rid of these saves that were going on the top right hand corner. Just delete these off so it's not filling the system up. Come on. Jeez. I think it's because I'm recording at the same time. Because I don't really normally record when I'm doing this. Normally I'm doing this all in the background. So delete that one, delete that one. Deselect. Okay. And I'm going to do the same for this side, but we're going to obviously paste it in again. So we're going to import long, structured, yada yada yada. We'll have to flip it, I'm assuming, rotate even again. It'll be twice, I know it will be. Just need it to load a little bit so we can actually see it. Would be handy. There we go. It's never going to allow us to just plop it in there, so because we can like going over too many different things, so you just need to put it in and just nudge it and just go with it. It's the best you can do, really. So just nudge it this way. We get in there. We get in there. The next tricky part's obviously going to be putting it into actual world. So what I'll do is you get the idea of what we're doing. I don't want to keep boring you by just waffling on. I'll stop recording now for a second whilst I just finish off these sides, and then we can have a look at it like how it's going to be. Hopefully. I've got a feeling that we should come down at least one. So it should be down one. Okay. And then obviously we go to the other side. That's it, render it all in again. Not render it on, but you know what I mean. Get all the chunks to load. And then, yeah, we're here. Okay, yeah, so I'll do a jump cut now. I'll just finish these bits off and then we can get back into the actual world itself rather than playing around with MCEdit. Yeah, so I'll see you in a sec, guys. Welcome back, guys. Okay, so what I'm doing now at the moment is I'm just playing around with this front end here, making it look a little bit more natural. Obviously forget the bottom parts there because that'll be part of the world. Just making them look a little less generic. It kinda works, sort of. We won't really know until we actually get into the world itself. Yeah, there's some parts I need to fill in. But yeah, but let's quit this MCEdit balls and get back to proper building, I suppose. But I think you can appreciate we needed to do this to obviously to make everything look the way it's looking right now. I couldn't have done this by hand; it would have been impossible. You wouldn't find a landmass that looked like this to actually sit the castle on top of. Yeah, so we had to do it this way, unfortunately. But yeah, so what we'll do is we'll jump to back into Minecraft itself. Okay, so I'll see you in a sec. Hi guys. Okay, so we're back in the real world. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I need to clean up because there's a lot of stuff like this now. Which is not good. It's not good for the build. And then we're going to have to wait for a bit of the grass to grow in, to be fair, because there's large areas, swaths of areas where it's all just dirt. But that'll sort itself up basically. So don't have to worry about that. So I don't know why I brought it up. Yeah. So all we're doing is cleaning up a little bit. Like I say, I've changed some of the front parts here now to make it look a bit different. Because the idea is the front of this part here now will be different than the sides. I'm trying to find the easiest way to explain it. And we still need to do all this stuff. Bloody hell, I've got a lot of work to do there. And the corners and stuff. So basically, the whole idea is going to be, I'll try and put it into kind of, because in my head I've got the idea, I know exactly what I ought to do, but it's not an easy thing I want to do. That needs sorting out, that's too obvious. That big chunk of land, no, it's not too bad actually. You know, these things happening, yeah. Anyway, so basically, what I really want to do is, I want there to be a lake down here, a large lake. So we'll probably use a schematic of an ocean, but we'll cut it off a little bit, make it sort of, yeah, I'm not entirely sure how that'll work, but we'll do it, don't worry. And then what we'll do is we'll build the sides up to meet the bottom of here. So then that'll basically be where we actually plant the world into. So that line there will be where the normal castle will sit in the normal Minecraft world. And then we're going to dig down, we're not going to dig down obviously, we're going to use MCEdit, we're going to dig out a whole area here and we're going to build a big lake. At the back here, where the roadway comes across, as you can see here, as it goes like that, and it's its thing. What we'll do then is, we'll make sure that there's a sea on this side over here. Yeah, so we'll make sure there's a sea over that side, and basically that's where the waterfall is going to come in. The waterfall will pour down into this lake, into the bottom, and yeah, so we'll have our kind of thing, the theme that I really wanted to have. But we'll see. You know, it's a long process. It's a lot of messing around, but hopefully it'll be worth it. I really do hope it will be worth it. You know, we're taking big strides there. I mean, there's a lot of work still to do. Like I say, we can cut this edge off here. This needs cutting off. It's too ridiculous. That it needs squaring off. That I'll have to do that in MCEdit as well. Yeah, it just takes ridiculous amount of time to try and cut all that out by hand. Yeah, so that's what we really want to do. So we want a big lake down here at the bottom of here, if we can do it. We'll plant a big lake in, and then when we actually plant it into the real world, so the real world will be at this level. We'll sink the whole thing down so that it sits, and we'll have to build this area first. This is the thing. We'll have to build this whole lake thing here first before we even consider putting it into the real world. Yeah, yeah, still lots and lots of work to do. But we're getting there. We're slowly pushing forward, and we're getting there. So yeah, so I was going to say this area will be like a sinkhole sort of thing. So yeah. Anyway, I'm explaining the same thing over and over again for no reason. But yeah, you get the idea, I think. So we finally, I've been messing around before. We finally got the mountainside done around the castle. So that's a step. That's a step at least. That's one step forward. We are getting there. So, boom. So celebrations all around. Finally got to a little bit done. Yay! Anyway, sorry. I just thought, like, you know, because it took so long to actually get to this point, and I thought, let's celebrate. It's not the best celebration in the world, to be fair. Yeah, so next video will be putting in the bottom, basically. We'll be putting this lake at the bottom. And again, we'll have to build it around. We'll have to make sure it looks as natural as possible. This stuff here now is starting to look a bit more natural. It's not totally, but do you know what? It works for me. It's doing what it needs to do. All the grass has grown back as well. It should have been growing back on the sides as well, but because the chunks haven't been loaded in. Yeah, the chunks need to load in first, really. A lot of it's growing in now. This stuff at the bottom here, oh god, have to make sure this all grows in, because it's growing in slowly from the bottom there, but I'll just do something like this, I suppose. No. Might have to just leave Minecraft running one day, so that'll be grass growing. But to be fair, the amount of work we've got like to do this, we'll have plenty of time to actually get the grass growing. It will happen. It will happen slowly but surely. That's what I could do. I could just use MCEdit. Actually, it's not going to be a problem. It's all growing in. Don't worry. But I was thinking I could just change dirt blocks for grass top blocks. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, we're getting there now. We're really getting there. We're moving forward because I can't wait to start on the inside because I've got so many ideas, so many little kind of tweaky little things I want to do on the inside to. It's going to be essential keep that I'm going to make really tall and. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, but so anyway, sorry, I'm getting carried away myself now. It's a labour of love as always. Thank you so much for watching as always as well, guys. I really do appreciate you guys watching. I mean, I would make this anyway, even if guys didn't watch the videos, because I really enjoy doing it. I like being creative. I like kind of putting my, my mental kind of weirdness out there and building things like this. Taking the extra time to do things. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll end this video here now, because we know what we need to do next. Is basically the next video will basically involve us building this lake at the bottom, and yeah, and then we can really start looking at putting it into another world. What I would say as well is when we build the lake, we're going to have to build the walls around, cause obviously the lake. Do you know what? I'll explain it in the next video. There's no point in making waffling on about it without being able to show you exactly what I mean. Yeah. So we'll end this video here. Thank you so much for watching as always. If you're new to the series, please feel free to rate, comment, subscribe. If you're still following, thank you again. I know I keep saying it, but thank you. I really do appreciate it. Yeah. So if you're liking the series, consider leaving a like. As the other builds as well, I would say. This will be up for download when it's finished. Like I did with the city build that I did. Yeah, so catch you on the next video, guys. So take care of each other and goodbye.